chalk paint left, and it started to get kind of chunky. So I just added water to it and stirred it for a little bit so it's very runny, almost as if I was making like a paint stain out of it. So I'm just brushing it across everything. Everything that I've already painted, and then I will kind of get that little industrial kind of look to it, and then I'll pull back some of these top layers to bring the colors back through once this dries, and then we'll get some metallic waxes on it, and it will look pretty awesome. I hope, I think that's the plan. Okay, so now I'm just taking a wet rag and dipping it, and just gently rub. Putting a little more pressure in some passes. What that's going to do is it's going to pull back the layers of paint I put on here. Slowly but surely, we'll start revealing all the layers of color underneath. For these little areas, so that's kind of what it's going to look like. But for these smaller little crevices areas, well, here, this is done for the most part. And then the gears, so you can see I kind of strip back the layers, revealing some of those colors underneath. And then, but these smaller little areas, like those little windows and stuff, I'll use a Q-tip to do this. To get the layers down. But see how it's just kind of pulling paint back? Because I want this to look old. I mean, it's Steampunk's industrial, right? So, I want to pull back. So we're going to kind of do this over the whole thing and reveal just different spots of the colors underneath. And then my metallic waxes, I'll go over the top of it. Hello, kitty. Hi. Those little goggles on. Those steampunky goggles. But yeah, I'll just hit some high points with some wax. And get this all good to go. But you can see that charcoal, instead of using like a glaze or like a dark wax when I was finished with this, I figured if I used that charcoal paint watered down, I mean, it got in all those nooks and crannies and little creases and stuff, which is nice, so I won't have to utilize my dark waxes and get in all those areas, or a glaze, which, I mean, I don't mind using, but I really just needed to use up that paint, because like I said, it was getting kind of chunky. So yeah, you can see some of those yellows coming through. You do want to be a little more gentle on the molds because they are resin, and if you go all the way down, usually I'll do like a poly after I do the base colors, and I spaced it. I literally forgot to do that. So since all the paint is layered on and there's no poly holding those base colors to the resin molds, I do have to be very careful when I go over the molds with the rag, so I'm not pulling off that very, very bottom layer. But the metal sign underneath is fine, because like even if some of that is exposed, it's metal. I mean, that's steampunky, right? So yeah, that's where we're headed with this. It'll be really cool, I think, when it's done.
Musing through memories, losing my grip in the gray, numbing the senses. I feel you say